Hello guys, welcome to my show. We are here to explain about dangers of gas and electric appliances that can easily be a threat to carbon monoxide if you smell carbon monoxide. Now, there's a chance that if you smell carbon monoxide, you may need to make sure that a carbon monoxide detector is installed in the home to prevent carbon monoxide. Now, if you have a gas furnace that's basically not burning correctly, you may smell carbon monoxide, which can be dangerous. If you have a hot water tank, or also referred to a water heater, if your water heater is not burning correctly, you could also smell carbon monoxide too. I mean, you don't smell carbon monoxide, but you sense the carbon monoxide, and it's detected by a carbon monoxide detector. We can get our rescue's help by not touching it. We can dial the number. So like I said, if you smell gas, don't touch the water tank, don't touch the hot water heater, don't touch the furnace. Call a gas plumber to come help you. You have to call the furnace repair guy. They will help you troubleshoot that problem with your gas water heater or your gas furnace. Now, don't expect to repair damage to the furnace, because anything electrical that has in contact with electricity must be turned off at the main breaker or the main panel or just at the main source. If anything that is plugged into a wall socket is running or operating, make sure you turn it off at the main breaker. If you are still having trouble with your furnace, call 911. If your furnace is not working like it should, don't touch it. Dial 911 and they will help you with the furnace to make sure that your furnace is back to normal. So when we know about the safety of our house appliances, except for our oven and except for the electrical appliances like the washing machine and dryer and the stove, we cannot touch any of those things because they are dangerous equipment and it is dangerous to play with. We don't play with that type of equipment. However, electricians come to the house every sooner as possible and they do the job on repairing the damaged cords and damaged wires. So when electricians come to the house and they do the work to repair the damaged cords and damaged wires, and they basically patch the cords so that the cords are not electrocuting the person that's working with them. So we have to be very careful when we are around electrical things because it can be dangerous. And like I said, we should never ever have a radio plugged up to the bathtub, especially if it is exposed by electricity or just runs on batteries. Even if the radio runs on batteries, we still can't have it by the bathtub, no matter if it runs off electricity or just uses a battery. We still need to be cautious and safe of what we're doing with electronics, because we can't have electronics by the water, even if they run on batteries. Electricity is a high dangerous hazardous job. Working with electricity is a high danger hazardous job that can put you at risk. If you ever have a job working with electricity, you must contact your agency or call the police department to expect that electricity is going through a live wire. First, you have to ensure that a wire is alive before you can touch it. If you ensure that a wire is alive before you could touch it, then you still can't touch the wire. It doesn't matter what it is. You don't know if that wire is sparking or not, but you can't touch the wire. Usually, we may find a circuit breaker downstairs in the basement by turning it off at the main panel. Turning the power off at the main panel, at the main source, is how you will be able to pick up on that electricity once that electricity has been delivered to the house from a power plant, or just carried by the wires. If you want to avoid the dangerous shocks that electricity can give you, you must dial a number that's called 911. If you want to be safe around anything that has contact with electricity, a radio, a smartphone, a computer, anything. This is why we should never touch a computer with wet hands. We should never touch a radio with wet hands. We should always be careful with electronic devices and other machines that run on this type of energy. Be careful with a computer. Unplug a computer and move it away from the shower or bathtub. Because if the computer gets hot and it falls in the water, then you're done. That type of electronic equipment is dangerous. As you can see, a computer is electronic equipment, and you have to be cautiously careful with using a computer device in some locations, because in locations you must be able to follow the safety when you are on the computer, or if you are on the internet in the bathroom. If you're in the bathroom and you're just using a computer to surf the internet, still though, you need to follow the safeties. Don't run a computer while you're in the bathroom, or if you're about to get ready to take a bath. Use a computer when you're in your bedroom. When you're not in the water, that's when you could use a computer. But when you are in the water, you have to get the computer out of the bathroom. So guys, that is the end of my reality show about what to do around electricity, how to be safe around electricity, what to do if electricity is becoming a dangerous risk of electrocution.